You know, someone had mentioned maybe I should look into the Mcain, and I thought, well, what are the chances of that being the same issue? You're not going to believe this. I couldn't believe it when I found this out with my own eyes. How we missed this, of course, we didn't have the tracks of the ships at the time. So, meaning we didn't have the tracks of the destroyers. But you're not going to believe this. You are absolutely not going to believe this. Now, this is the video of the issue with the Mcain and the John Mcain that happened just weeks later. I'm going to go ahead and play this forward while I'm speaking. This is off the coast of Singapore, and in this case, they are saying that the John Mcain has some kind of a confusion, and what they're saying is that the John Mcain is here, coming in, moving incredibly fast, overtaking these ships from the rear, and coming in at this strange angle, cutting in behind, and very soon here, in about 10 or so seconds, you're going to see the Mcain do a hard turn to its port as what was allegedly the result of the collision. And here it is, and there it is. So they're saying it came in, crossed its path, and hit it that way. Now, what we established in yesterday's video was that more than likely the USS Fitzgerald was tracking a submarine cable, more than likely a submarine that was following a submarine cable. So, just to be clear, this is from the report. This is the Mcain. This here is just the ship that we just saw. This is what they said the Mcain did. And then all of a sudden made this strange left-hand turn right in front of this other vessel. So I thought, what the heck? Let's go ahead and let's just take a look and see. And lo and behold, you're not going to believe this. When you track the undersea cables here. Look at this. This is the location. This is literally the track of the Mcain. You lay this out over a map that shows degrees. This is exactly the track that the Mcain was following. And left-hand turn, boom, right in front. The odds of this occurring, that this submerged cable just so happened to correspond with the track of the Mcain, yeah, kids, I think we got it. I think we did it. And I do mean we, because this is a group effort. You know, I wouldn't have even thought about looking into the Mcain if somebody in the comments, I'd have to go back and find out who it was, hadn't mentioned, hey, you know, do you think this might have something to do with the Mcain? And so many things are so different with the Mcain, I thought, boy, the chances of the John Mcain being on a track that would have put it right over a cable that would have tracked its turn are almost zero. But I thought, well, we better do due diligence, you know, given the fact that I didn't do it months ago when I should have. Of course, months ago, like I said, we didn't have the track of the destroyers, and I think that's why they hit it. Because I think they would have figured it out. Somebody besides me, for sure, would have figured out if they had released the tracks of the destroyers, they would have very easily been able to match them up with these undersea cable routes. So, you know, when you rule out everything that's impossible, what's left, however improbable, must be. And two of the exact same model of ship, in the exact same region, with the exact same mission, now have tracks that follow directly over the routes of undersea cables. And I mean directly. That led them into collisions. It's just beyond coincidence. There's just no way that you could, any reasonable person would look at this and say that that's just a coincidence. Because when you go back to, let me see if I find it, the AIS here. Now, if you zoom out of this, there are all sorts of cables. That's true. They're everywhere. But where this happened this cable turns. Okay, they run parallel for a long time, a whole bunch of them. And where this occurred, that it would have occurred right in this area where this cable makes this left-hand turn. And I matched it up. I made sure that I wasn't, you know, off on this. This is right where this happened. There's the map. That's what they show here. I wish I could zoom this one out. This is just a picture I pulled up. And I can't control this one either. But we'll back this up. 5 o'clock in the morning, it's dark. You know, they've got the lay of the cable programmed. They're following it. And they're coming down, and they're coming down, and they're thinking, you know, they've got a Corvette for a ship. Meaning it has the ability to turn on a dime and incredibly fast, and it shows definitively, even this is the Navy. The Navy said this happened. Comes down here, makes a left-hand turn, bam, and I'd like to say thank you again to everybody who has stayed with the channel and supported this and been part of this investigation. Because we had a lot of people that were pointing fingers and laughing at us and saying that we were going down the wrong track and it was all conspiracy theory. You know, once, okay, maybe. Coincidence? Twice? No. Sorry. Not a coincidence. These things don't happen twice. I mean, 2 times in a matter of, what was it, 2 months? Same ship, almost the same region. Well, the same fleet for sure, 7th Fleet Pacific. And now we have their tracks going right over curving submarine cables. So, it is I would have never thought this, but, you know, it's, like I'm a human intelligence guy. I'm not an electronics intelligence guy. But, you know, thank goodness that Vessel Finder does this. And we'll have to see if this is something that's now going to be hush-hush or going to be gotten rid of. I mean, there's maps all over these submarine cables. I don't know how they're going to ever keep those under wraps, but the tracking of the ships. You know, I understood that they didn't want to reveal where ships are going ahead of time. That I get. That's absolutely stuff that should be kept under wraps. But I was just, I'm like, okay, why would you not release the track of these ships? This is where they were prior to the accident, especially the one with the Fitz, because it was in international waters, and the Navy themselves called the Japanese Coast Guard for help. When you call civilian authorities to be involved and help, you can't then claim that it's, you know, secret. You can't claim, you know, national security on that when you call other people and involve them in the event. Same thing here. You know, the track of this, and they came out much quicker with this, but I think they had their story put together a little bit better, and they didn't think anybody was going to look into this. So, anyway, like, share, subscribe. Thank you once again, everybody. I really appreciate it, and I will try to, down in the description, see if I can find the person that had suggested that we look into the Mcain on this. So, like, share, subscribe again. Thank you. Merry Christmas. See you next time.